Can you be in a loving relationship with somebody who's love avoidant? If you're trying to love somebody who is love avoidant, take a walk with me. Aside from therapy, one of the first things you should do is get the book Anxiously Attached by Jessica Baum. Within the first few pages of the book, she hits the anxious attacher with a thought that you've probably never considered. And whenever this is mentioned, it gets met with such resistance. A common belief with somebody that has an anxious attachment style is that the avoidant is somehow broken and that your love is the only love that can help them. You may go into people pleasing mode trying to show them that they are worthy of the type of love that you have to give. And this is where I want you to stop and think for a second. How many relationships in your past have you poured everything that you have to give into someone? And you keep giving and giving and giving to somebody who doesn't know how to receive it until the point where you feel broken. And I want to remind you, you're not broken, but you are repeating an unhealthy relationship pattern. And if you find yourself saying, I only ever date avoidance, this is where the first few pages of that book, Anxiously Attached, come in. In this video, we've had a little bit of self-discovery in realizing that there are certain relationship patterns that we've grown accustomed to and that we tend to repeat in a lot of our relationships. And now that your eyes are fully open and your field of vision has increased, now you can start the process of acknowledging, accepting, and taking ownership of certain behaviors in the relationship. And those relationship behaviors can push even the most securely attached person away. This is a time where you can acknowledge and accept that you often paint red flags white, that you ignore certain behaviors in relationships so that you can hold on to that relationship and the idea and the story that you've created about that person and who they are to you in your life and who they're going to be to you in the future. And when you do this, you're giving all of your power away to the other person. There's often an assumption that the anxious attacher makes that everybody loves in the same way that you do and that they see the world in the same way that you do. Instinctively, the anxious attacher knows that they need to co-regulate with the other person, while the avoidant recognizes that they need to pull away and self-regulate. So in order to begin healing your anxious attachment style, you need to learn more self-regulation tools. And in order to heal your avoidant attachment style, you need to learn more co-regulation tools. And this is the fun part. The anxious and the avoidant can come together and have a beautiful, healthy, and very loving relationship if they're willing to do these things. Key is in recognizing, does the other person have the emotional capacity to meet you where you are?